This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Hello. Welcome to another episode of That One Piece Talk. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Lionel. Seb.
And this is That One Piece Talk, where we talk One Piece. Thank you, everybody, for being here today, to making it to episode 129. We're about to hit 130 next week. Damn. Yo, we might hit 200 before we even know it. Wow. That's what's crazy. And Lionel gonna be here for like 3 of those.
It's back together! We got Lionel in the building.
Yeah, we got Lionel in the building, bro.
I was hyped when Lionel walked in, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
When I saw Lawrence walk past, I was like, all right, cool, whatever.
Lionel's so funny. He'll text like, yo, can I come today? And I'm like, bruh. Of course.
I don't know if we got somebody coming up.
Yeah. But,
I feel like Larry gets pretty decent heads up with that.
When?
Like,
with the collabs?
Yeah.
No, sometimes I slack. Sometimes I won't tell him. Mm-hmm. And then, it's because Lawrence and Lionel don't ever answer. Unless you, call them.
That's true. It's true. It's very true.
It's funny that you're laughing. Because you're just a jerk.
It's very annoying to deal with. It's very annoying to deal with.
I answered today.
Mm-hmm.
We're 2023.
It's about to be 2024, bro.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, guys, for the agenda today, we're gonna celebrate Shin, of course. We have a couple words we all have to say, and then all the super chats, all the donations, everything that happens to be given to us today is gonna go towards Shin's GoFundMe. If you guys look into the live chat, you will see a pinned message by us, and that pinned message has the link to Shin's GoFundMe. So if you wanted to support Shin, who happened to have passed last week, you're more than welcome. It's to help his family with anything that they possibly would want, and it's from us, the community, to support one of our Nakama. So after the respects we give, we're gonna go dive deep into One Piece chapter 10. I was about to say 10.
1100.
1100. Yes. So, for the time being, yeah, guys, if you don't want to super chat to us, I would suggest doing the GoFundMe, but all the super chats are going to go towards our brother Shin. So, I guess we'll start with Law, if you wanted to. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll start with me. I know this is a tough time for everyone, so I just wanted to share there's something encouraging from the Bible, and just share some thoughts from it. And so I wrote a few things down, and it's like, I know the sting of losing a loved one can be strong. It brings pain, shock, grief, loneliness, confusion, and a sense of loss to friends and family, causing an unbearable amount of sadness. That is why the Bible calls death an enemy. At 1 Corinthians 15:26, it says that this enemy, death, is to be brought to nothing. And that it is reassuring and comforting to us, for us to know that how God feels about death, and that this enemy was never part of God's original purpose for us, but created us to live and not pass. God's word, the Bible, also likens, someone passing to a deep sleep. John chapter 11, verse 11 and 14, Jesus likened Lazarus passing away to falling asleep. And then later, Jesus resurrects Lazarus. It's comforting just to know the state of our lost loved ones, that they are not suffering or in any kind of pain, but waiting to be awakened from their deep sleep and resurrected. This is hope and a promise from God. And I just want to share a scripture. At Revelation 21, verses 3-5, it reads, "With that I heard a loud voice from the throne say, 'Look, the tent of God is with mankind, and he will reside with them, and they will be his people. And God himself will be with them, and he will wipe out every tear from their eyes, and death will be no more, Neither will mourning, nor outcry, nor pain be any more. The former things have passed away. And the one seated on the throne said, Look, I am making all things new. Also, he says, Write, for these words are faithful and true. So in God's new world, no one will grow old, lose loved ones, suffer from depression or disappointments, or experience tragedies in life. The earth will be transformed into a paradise, just as God originally purposed it. So I hope that what I shared from God's word, the Bible today, finds to be comforting, encouraging, upbuilding, and gives hope to all that are grieving. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Seb?
Yeah, as Larry and Lawrence spoke to just now, we lost a legend in our community. Shin was truly one of our biggest supporters and someone I truly considered a friend. News of his passing rocked us and the entire TOPT Discord. Shin, as many of you know, was involved in just about everything that we did, and he brought an energy that really can't be replicated. From DDTs to game nights to his super chats to late night voice chats that we've been in together about women and basketball. He was truly one of a kind, and many here on the YouTube may be familiar with him for his epic call-ins regarding Kid and Shanks and some legendary back and forths between him and Larry and myself. Just know he stood 10 toes with every single one of his takes and never took any of the trolling or negativity, that comes with some of that personal. Shin was one of a kind, man. And I truly don't know what to say about Shin, but his brother informed us that Shin had donated his kidneys and his eyes so someone else less fortunate out there can have them. Truly a great man, and I pray that whoever receives his eyes of my brother, that they read Kingdom and One Piece so that they can see Luffy become Pirate King and Shin become a great general. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It was tough. I think when we first heard about it, Sebastian received like a message, and we didn't know like if it was like a real like we kind of like thought like it was like somebody like just sending us something random. So then when we did hear about it, and Sebastian like did find out, me and him had like a pretty shocked conversation. We were shocked by it. We didn't even know if we didn't know if it was real, you know what I'm saying? So it hit us pretty hard. I was in Ohio when it did happen, and I usually don't know what to say when it comes to stuff like this, but hopefully you all know that like Shin was just the guy like I would go into DDT with, and like immediately I'd be like, yo, Shin, just because he was just like, he was just so a part of us. And it's kind of sad that we can't mourn together, me, Seb, the mods in Discord, and the past mods that we were close to that heard the news from us later on. I just hope that Shin's family and the people that love Shin know that he's in a better place, and the community that we've built at Topped loved him, appreciated him, and we don't think the community's as good without him. Like, it's just so much better with him when he was here. So I just want to say thank you to our community for being so loving, so caring, for donating for the GoFundMe for his family. And, it's weird, but I still hear his voice. Like, I still hear him laughing. I still see him, like, not having his shirt on during, like, our DDT. Like, I'd be like, yo, bro, put a shirt on. He just doesn't have one on. That was my guy, man. So, I know Lionel doesn't know much of him because he wasn't included, so I'm not going to say, anything. But, yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for everything you do. And, like I said, all the proceeds are going to go straight to Shin's GoFundMe. So, other than that, yeah, man. I was going to say maybe we could take like a moment of silence, just probably like a good 30 seconds, just close eyes and just make one out for Shin, man. So starting now. All right, let's do it. Let's get it. All right, thank you guys for being here. We're gonna enjoy another episode in memory of Shin. We're gonna have a great one. We're gonna be fun. It's gonna be loving. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna get through some super chats. And we just appreciate everybody that does donate. Once again, it's going to Shin's GoFundMe. So if you find yourself wanting to do so, please do so. It means the world to us. From here on out, Seb, if you can, let's read out some super chats, and then we'll get into the chapter.
Yeah, I'm a boss up. My bad, y'all. We got a 14-month membership to Yonko status from our guy Strad. It says Reed Kingdom. I expect to hear a lot of those today. So thank you, Strad.
Thank you.
We got another 7-month membership to Nakama status from Skylance Gaming. It says respects TOPT. Hashtag rest in peace. Rest in paradise, Shin. Thank you so much. Another 280 from Garbage D Fishman. It says, request for Lawrence, hashtag please meet the kid. Oh, man.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, we got another 10 from 999 Sniper. It says, time for another great pod. Shout out to the TOPT crew. All of y'all have nice takes. Hashtag Robin Gang. That was very positive. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have another 10 from JD Cervantes. It says, yo, what's up, guys? I had a pretty good convo with my brother about all the dragon debate. Would love to be able to talk with you guys. Love you guys. Like the stream and rest in paradise to our Nakama Shin. Thank you so much. Yeah, call in if you can. Or, We got another 5 from Mahmoud Farhood. It says, RIP Shin. My condolences to the family and his friends for the loss. Know that while his body is buried, his soul is in a better place. Thank you, Mahmoud. We got another 31 from Mugiwara Sosa. It says, rest in love, Nakama, with a heart. Another 20 months Nakama status for Oz the Phenom. It says, Shin, greatest general under the heavens, RIP King.
Thank you.
And another Nakama status subscription to Alex Charlton. Enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Nakama. Another 200 DKK. I'm not sure exactly how much or what that is, but from Young X, it says, RIP Shin, gone but not forgotten. Absolutely. And then another subscription to Nakama status from OG Lion. Enjoy the emojis that come with being a Nakama. And then another 2 from Benny and Club. No words, just the donation. So thank you so much. And then another 200 from our guy Strad. Simply says, legends never pass. Thank you, Strad.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, thank you, everybody, for all the kindness that you're showing. Again, to everybody that's just tuning in, all these super chats are going straight to the GoFundMe. Just so you know. So, we got another super chat before we move on.
Another 10 from Skylance. It says, yo, Kid Gang, let's continue to back up Kid for Shin. Hashtag Reed Kingdom. Hashtag well said, Seb. Thank you. Yeah, Reed Kingdom, y'all. If y'all haven't already, that's the best way to pay tribute to Shin. We got another 10 from Red Hair Shankdom. It says, just once for Shin. Kid D Goat, rest in peace, Monkey D Shin. You lived up to the name. Absolutely. And another 8 months from Nolan D Giants fan to Nakama status. It says, love you guys. Love you too, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate that. So what we'll do now is we'll start going into the chapter, and then we'll reach the super chats when we can. But again, if you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. If you to everybody that's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, Thank you for listening in. And overall, yeah, we're just going to get started with the chapter, guys. And then we'll read super chats when we can, okay? But ultimately, just know that we are going to read them. And none of it is going to us today. But other than that, guys, ready for the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah? Ready? All right. So, the title of this week's chapter is Thank You, Bonnie. Under it is another reader request. In quotations, it says Usopp watching Sanji chop vegetables and being reminded of the Usopp pirate crew. The Usopp crew, for those that don't remember, featured Ninjin, Tamanegi, and Paimon. Did you guys have any thoughts on the reader request? And we'll go with Lionel.
I didn't really have anything, honestly. I was just actually trying to figure out what the vegetables, does their names, or do they, like, what do the vegetables remind him of Usopp's crew? Like,
I'll be honest, I didn't do the research.
You didn't prep for this one? Usopp on the cover and Larry starts slacking. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know how I rock, bro.
It's crazy.
So, I don't know, because, I mean, one of them, his head kind of looks like an onion, I guess. And the other one, his head looks like an apple. The one on the middle, right? The middle. Mm-hmm. The one on the bottom, his head kind of looks like an onion. The other one, I don't know. Like, I didn't fully understand the vegetables.
Carrot.
What?
It's a carrot.
Because his hair?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
There's also carrots on them.
I mean, but I don't know. I don't see any onions either. I don't know. But like,
It's onion in Sanji's hand.
Is there? Oh, there is an onion. Okay, I didn't see that. All right. I don't see no apples.
I don't think it's supposed to be an apple. I think it's supposed to be a pepper.
Yeah,
it
it might
might
be
look like a pepper.
I agree, but that's what it's supposed to be.
I guess. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't have anything.
Yeah. Law?
Me neither. I guess Lionel, same thing where I was like, I wonder what vegetables made him think about it. But then, yeah, but Lionel, you guys all kind of brung it up. But to me, it was just kind of random. A lot of these covers just be random. So that's why I don't give it much thought.
Mm-hmm. All right. Seb?
I didn't linger too long on this one, but I did look at it because I saw the kids and I remembered, right?
Yeah.
Just brings you back to early One Piece. But yo, why Sanji smoking while he cooking?
Yeah, bro.
That's a big no for me.
I feel like he always does that.
Yeah,
Yo, I feel like he don't.
No, he
am I tripping?
Yeah, you is.
I don't know if he ever lights it for real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's doing it because it's Usopp. Like, if Nami and Robin...
he be smoking
He be cooking, then it's lighting, no?
No, he be doing both. This dude's smoking.
You sure about that?
Almost.
You sure about
I
that?
mean, apparently he be smoking while he cooking, so
Like, that's just crazy.
just make sure none of that get in the food,
Yeah,
man. Sanji a good enough chef for that. But that threw me a little bit when I saw it.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, what?
Did I say you already?
I just went.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I thought Lawrence went and you just decided to, like, tag along. All right, my bad. Yeah, I ain't got nothing special, dog. I'm gonna be honest. I made a stupid comment regarding, like, Carrot and the rabbit just taking carrot glizzies to the
Come
face.
on. Come on.
And Sanji's there, and Sanji was trying to get one put in. And
Come on, bro.
she was 16, he's 21.
My God, you gotta calm it down,
Yeah.
bro. Chill out.
That's wild.
I want to ask one thing, though. Do you guys see in the tent, does that look like something?
I thought it was a person for a second.
It just looks like a cot.
Is it Panda Man?
I don't know. I haven't seen Panda in a minute.
I don't know.
It looks like a beetle or something.
Yo, he's hiding from me.
No, that is a person. That is. He's like crouched down. I think that is like zooming in.
I don't know what y'all seeing.
I
It's not what I'm seeing.
I see his face and a
some.
smile.
I see like a
I don't
torso,
see
legs, and a
anything.
head. Like, it's crouched down though, but.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Seb, let's do super chats and then we'll go back into the chapter.
All right, yeah. We got a couple more. It says another 5 from Skylands Gaming. It says not super religious, but great verses, Lawrence, and also well said, Larry. Love this community so much. Nakama fist. Thank you.
Thank you,
man.
Appreciate that.
We got another 280 from Garbage. It says, what is Kingdom? Is it a manga or something else? Yes, it is a manga as well as an anime. I definitely recommend if you do partake, go with the manga form. It's just better. The anime isn't a great rendition of the series. But the manga's great. Keep us posted. If you are on our Discord, keep us posted with your progress, man. It's really, a lot of us in there have gravitated to it. I love it. Another 10 from Project Iceman. It says, so I was watching Anime Wins reacting to early parts of OP Baratie, and I unironically have respect for Don Krieg, LOL. Personality was crap, but man was dressed to the nines in armor and weapons. Don Krieg was an interesting one. I like that arc for what it stood for, at least as a foil to Luffy, more specifically, not Krieg as a person.
Yeah.
We got another 5 from Oz. It says, a man dies when, and are most forgotten, but Shin was too unforgettable. We will keep his memory alive. Rest in paradise, King. #read Kingdom. Thank you, Oz.
Yeah.
But that's it.
All right. Let's go back into this. So, chapter opens up with Borsalino. All right, so this is a lot, all right? A lot happened in, like, this section of the chapter, so you just got to bear with me, all right? Chapter opens up with Borsalino talking to Vegapunk. He mentions Egghead isn't like Punk Hazard. It's freezing over here. Vegapunk tells him this is where he plans to recreate the future of humanity. He has so many ideas. Kizaru points out that for everything he knows, he sure slipped up by not knowing every inch of the laboratory. He knows he's been negotiating with pirates in secret. Kizaru dislikes keeping tabs, but it's his job. Suddenly, Saturn is on the Den Mushi. He tells Vegapunk that regardless of Kuma's suitability for the clone program, he's a pirate with a bounty. It'll shame the world government to have his face everywhere, but he has conditions. For this to go through, Kuma has to become a Shichibukai. Apparently, Ace knocked out one of the 7 and they need a replacement. The second condition is he'll become a human weapon for the Navy. Kizaru mentions that it'll be good for the Navy, and Vegapunk tells him to shut up. Saturn also knows Kuma was part of the Revolutionary Army, so the final condition is he must abandon his mind and free will. Vegapunk gets up and is furious. He yells that doing that to Kuma is ending his life. You can't expect him to do that. Saturn replies that these are his conditions, especially to save a measly little girl's life. Kuma replies and says to Saturn, thank you. He'll do it. Vegapunk says it'll take 1.5 years to cure Bonnie, but 2 years to fully transfer Kuma so Saturn says back that they'll keep Bonnie hostage until this process is finished. Vegapunk mentions Kuma will never see Bonnie when she's fully healthy. If Kuma violates the terms, Saturn will make Bonnie a slave. Kuma then says he doesn't want Bonnie to know about the deal or her disease, or that she's a hostage. Saturn agrees. What did you guys think about the beginning of this chapter? We'll start with Seb.
All right, so one, you went over a lot, so I'll have to take this piece by piece.
Yeah, it was such a big section that I didn't know where to cut off.
Yeah. One, Kizaru dripped up, man.
Yeah.
I thought he was fly. I thought he looked dope. I thought he, the jacket with the vest and the pinstripes with the hat and the shades. Looking like the mob man Lawrence swears he is.
Yeah.
He looked like it more now than ever. I don't know if y'all ever played Godfather, the video game, but I was getting big Andolini family vibes, bro.
That's what I was talking about. Hitman Admiral.
It was cool to see Drake. I know he's mentioned Vegapunk before, so it's been like kind of weird that he hasn't shown up at all on Egghead. For him to have been here in the past, I like that little nod there. I talked about it a little bit in my chapter review with you because I was able to join that. I love Saturn's negotiation skills. Like, okay, I think he could have got more, but in general, like, he had all the leverage and he used it to get everything that he wanted in the deal. And as somebody who works in business deals and stuff, like, I appreciate that. You know, he had the leverage. He used it to his benefit. If he'd have known Kuma was going to give up that easily with it, I think he would have asked for more. Where's Dragon? I don't know that Kuma would have gave that, though. That's the one thing that I think even Saturn was like, I don't think he's giving that up.
You bugging.
Yeah, for Bonnie. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know if he's giving that up. Dragon, Saturn didn't ask. What are you giving Dragon up?
Kuma himself said, yo, I thought this would have been much harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably thought that himself. Like, they might ask me where Dragon at.
Yeah.
But, you know, Saturn not the brightest bulb, but he did well in this negotiation. He got everything he needed to get out of the negotiation, technically.
Saturn was probably like, you know what, yo, 𝐷𝐼𝐴 out, you out. we had Jenny locked up. Yo, we don't need to know where Dragon at. He low. Like,
Oh,
He ain't got
man.
nobody.
I brought it up about, I think, last chapter when we were doing the review, that was a bug. Like, that was a 𝗏𝙗𝙪𝙢, a black snail. And I like that they immediately made that known. And Kizaru talking to Vegapunk about it, saying, like, yo, like, you got to be more careful. It leads into that, like, he has more of a heart than we think, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's not just this military cog that he claims that he is.
Yeah.
He didn't want Vegapunk to be jammed up like that. Right, and he's even outwardly telling him, "Yo, you need to be more careful," while he knows Saturn can hear him, which is funny to me. Like, it's like, come on, bro. Vegapunk's reaction to the deal, right? We always talk about the ebbs and flows of Vegapunk's like moral compass. Clearly, this is that side of him that's like, "Yo, this is wrong." He can identify something is wrong. Like, "Yo, this would be the end of Kuma. That he wouldn't exist anymore, technically," and he has extreme like problems with that. Showing it, or is it a front? No, I'm playing. It's not. I don't think it's a front.
This is not.
I don't think it's a front. But
Imagine.
it's cap. It's all just cap. Kuma's tears.
Yeah.
I thought they were extremely well drawn. Like, how do I say this? Kuma's that dad that like you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we have a dad. He's nothing like Kuma, in my opinion. And I love our father, but like. This sacrifice that he's making right now, like this is him being the father he's shown to be in completion. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing it. It hurt to even read it because it's like, you know what he's giving up. You know he's doing this because he lied to her and he feels obligated to fulfill that wish, and because of who it is. You know. So beyond that, I think we got into the deal itself. Or actually, you didn't get too much farther than that. So,
Yeah.
the 2-year thing. I don't know if Vegapunk did that to give him a little bit more leeway, or if that is actually the truth, right? Because if I remember correctly, he was giving this information without knowing that Saturn was eavesdropping, right? So it's probably for real, for real. If he didn't know it, he probably would have gave Kuma more time. I would have been like, "Oh, it's gonna take like 5 years," or something like that. So that kind of just stuck. And there was, like I said, it's art of negotiation and leverage. There really wasn't much Kuma could do other than like start clipping people, and he not being Kizaru. So, you know.
Yeah.
But that's it for me.
All right. Law?
Yeah, honestly, at first when I first read this, I didn't even see Drake. So when I pointed out, I was just like, "Oh snap, that is him."
Well, it's because he's not wearing his mask.
Yeah,
He's not donning his
He got the
Batman
scar on
mask.
his.
The scar of Shin was
Yeah.
definitely mark. But I wanted to bring up, right? Because I didn't get the chance to say it last chapter, but I know we made the comparison about like Corazon and Law and Kuma and Bonnie. Like it gave us that vibes, right? But I wanted to mention, because I thought about this too, right? And then it also brought it up when you see Kuma's tears, right? Like crying about the whole thing and how easy he's able to, he would giving up his life. It makes you think again, Corazon when he would cry like pretty much right before he passed. But like I love how Oda does the parallels, right? You have someone like we don't know right now what we're seeing the biggest Celestial Dragons like enemies is the D Clan, and now we just learned the Buccaneers, right? So at first we see Celestial Dragon going pretty much just to life, and to get willing to sacrifice his life for someone who is part of the D Clan family, right? Like we have that parallel. And I just like what Corazon did for Law was tremendous. It was a lot. That's why we compared it. Like, it was great, and that's why it packed Law so much. But now we have the parallel, where now you have a Buccaneer, an enemy to the Celestial Dragons, going this far. Because remember, Bonnie, she's an offspring of a CD. So those parallels right here. You see that someone like, for example, like what Oda's writing here is that. Kind of like you could kind of say that love doesn't have a bounds when you're that loyal to someone, because we even think I thought of, for example, what Kuma's doing now for Bonnie, what Corazon did for Law, and then you see this loyalty or this love aspect in One Piece, because the same thing with the Minks with Raizo and Odin and Momo, like how much people are willing to like go to such hardship for the people they care about, the people they love, and to them it's like they would do more. Like if this is at least this much, they gladly accept it with Kuma. Like, Kuma's giving up a lot, right? To the point where, like, you're not even going to see Bonnie when she's at her healthiest, or see Bonnie, like, cured or anything, or grow up, But but you're willing to give it up just the fact that you know that she's going to be cured of this thing that took her mother, right? So I just thought of that parallel where you have like it's just amazing, like think about how Oda did that. How you have the Buccaneer taking care of the CD, and then before in the past you had a CD taking care of someone from the D clan. I know the D clan and Buccaneers are separate; they're two different clans, but they're tied to for some reason. And why I'm showing again that the Buccaneers and the D clan are linked because you can think through Nika, right? And the fact that I think it's not a coincidence that Luffy, who is the D clan member, is Nika, right? And I think that part of it. So I think they have some type of link towards that, and just the fact that that. So I want to bring that up, and that's all I really had.
There was one other thing I wanted to bring out, but I completely forgot because there was a lot. People said that the dude that Ace fought is potentially the Burn Scar man. I don't know if y'all how y'all think about that.
I thought of that as soon as I read it, but I was just like. But you lost the Ace.
Yeah, you lost the Ace early. Bro.
So I was like, I don't know.
But something to think about.
You finished?
Yeah.
All right, Lionel.
I want to piggyback what Lawrence is saying, and it kind of goes into again. I don't know if Oda did this, taking another reference to the Bible again, but like it just reminds you of the scripture and what Lawrence did throughout the whole with Corazon and the scabbards with Odin with what they're willing to do for each other and their loved ones. John 15:13 says, and this is the image. Pretty much this is perfect for Kuma. What he just showing right here. It says John 15:13 says, "No one has love greater than this, that someone should surrender his life in behalf of his friends." Jesus said that, and now we see like Kuma literally doing that in a person that's a friend but also a daughter. That Kuma's willing to sacrifice his life, and he's happy to do it. Like there was no hesitation. The fact that he said like, "I thought this would be harder," that he didn't care about giving his free will, about turning into a cyborg or like even not even seeing her. He can't even see. I think I jumped the gun, but it shows that he's willing to do all this just to know that she's gonna be alive, and like and she's not gonna have the disease anymore. He would just, and it's just that scene with him crying. I'm just like. It's either like it's him and Kairos that might be the best dad in One Piece so far to me. Like I don't know which one's better. Like
It's like Kairos.
Yeah,
Kairos, from the
Jarasarosa.
toy.
Yeah, like I think it's on par between them and and it shows like one's the actual biological father and one's not. Like again, in a weird way, like his connection to
Ginny.
Yeah, I didn't catch myself. But to get Jenny.
Yeah, Ginny, bro. What's going on?
I can't.
You had to really confirm with me again?
And then he
just said it.
I'm so used to saying that. I'm sorry.
Like the stream, yo.
But yeah, so that connection he has shows that it's deep, like that deep of
How
love.
deep? All right.
you
See, you got me started.
Yo, I was in deep of love. I said
You got me
deep of
started. All
love,
right,
bro.
we're done. Go, bro.
You're done.
I can't. But it was just really touching. Like like it was really this chapter, this scene was really great to me. And I keep on forgetting like how big Vegapunk's head is. It's like ridiculous. Like when I'm seeing it next to Kuma, I'm thinking it's either as big or bigger than Kuma standing.
It's pretty big.
Yo, it's crazy.
Come on, man.
Yo,
Come on.
I'll be
bro.
Pacific here. All right. Now it was cool seeing Drake too. I actually didn't. I thought for a second I got confused. I thought that was Drake's dad. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I was just like, what? Because his hair and everything is different.
Yeah.
So I was like,
It's crazy. Drake is in two of the greatest backstories in One Piece history, bro.
yeah, and he's like,
And he not really relevant.
He's not even relevant. He actually looking like a Lupin the Third.
You think his backstory decent? I feel like we saw it.
Yeah, that was
That's
pretty
kind of
much
it.
Yeah.
I mean, they might flesh out more. We don't know. I mean, it's actually cool actually seeing him a Marine though. Like this is the first time we actually see him being a Marine throughout his whole history.
Yeah.
So I
That's
thought
pretty
that was
cool.
pretty cool. But he's not wearing a Marine uniform that much. I can't tell from this.
He definitely has like a Marine.
He at the base,
on.
bro.
Yeah, like he's stunting. I thought he's on the ship.
He's in front of the ship.
Yeah.
You should. Isn't that him right there? You see him like?
Yeah,
He's
he's
standing
right
there.
there.
It's
Yeah,
him
no.
and then here.
Yeah,
Both of
yeah,
these
yeah,
are
You see
him.
it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. All right.
But the negotiations with Like we all knew it was coming, but just kind of just shows again more and more of like how heartless.
How much you thought was gonna come?
Yo, Larry, bro.
Wow. Your mother made me skip my turn.
I was about to say something that was gonna be even worse.
I even forgot where we left off at.
All I know is that they hit.
Just start from the top, bro.
I'm trying to like
Shut
go
up,
past
bro.
this. I'm trying to get past what you're saying. All right. Keep it clean, y'all.
Yeah, bro. Lionel.
Okay. Me? No,
I kind of forgot where I was. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let Larry go. You guys sit me up with your crazy talk.
Listen, bro. So it was confirmed that the event that took place before Vegapunk had to get transferred was Punk Hazard. So we kind of hit that on the nail on the head. The 𝗏𝗏𝙪𝙢𝙗, we recognized the black one. That was cool. We kind of got that. Yo, Drake's hairline is effed up, bro. I was looking at that. I was like, yo, he kind of like handsome, but like his hairline, yo, he got the whole Vegeta thing going on, bro.
Man.
He looked like a bird, and then the mutt, and then like he got the mutt chops. Yo, it just wasn't working for me,
Lupin
bro.
the Third, man.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
does look like Lupin.
Lupin pulling more than Drake, bro.
I feel like Oda messed up though, yo. Because if you look at the 𝗏𝗏𝙪𝙢𝙗 that Saturn's talking from, his beard ain't like that. That beard too perfect, bro. Like he got to shape up before he started talking about that 𝗏𝗏𝙪𝙢𝙗. His beard is usually like, right? Like, he got the whole like white beard thing going. I don't know, bro. It ain't look that crazy to me. I feel like Sebastian said, for me, the deal was supposed to come. Like, Kuma's willing to do anything, and it's very interesting that Saturn didn't ask for more.
Yo.
And it's crazier because Kuma was like, oh, thank God. I thought I was going to have to do so much more.
Well.
So then Saturn,
word?
Yo, Saturn should be like, you know what? Yo, you showed your hand too much. You showed your hand too early. Maybe, yo, tell me where that bum at, bro. We're dragging at, bro. All right, tell me where he at. Kuma gonna be like, I don't know. He won't be like riding with us anyway. And then he gonna be like, yeah, we just gonna stay with the original deal. He gonna start feeling bad for Kuma. Should have a better leader behind you.
Oh my God.
It's very interesting that. So when we were first talking about Vegapunk, before he even got introduced, I was trying to bring up evidence through chapters that brought forth information about him, and I always said he seemed like a scientist. He never seemed like a good guy. He never seemed like a bad guy. He just seemed like a scientist. In this chapter, he mentions wanting to build weapons, but at the same time, he's also offering up, yo, you can't expect me to take Kuma's life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bruh. This is where it's like, he's not a good guy, he's not a bad guy, but the things that he creates ultimately will be used in the wrong hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, that Tom conversation comes back up all the time with Frankie and Iceberg. Yeah. It's not the ships that you make, but it's what they do with them. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, you still have a responsibility. If you build an atomic bomb and end the human race, that's kind of on you, bro. Like, you got to understand, with great power comes great responsibility.
Think Oda saw Oppenheimer recently?
Yeah.
Spoilers, bro.
What?
It said spoilers. Read a history book.
I was joking about the movie.
Because
the movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, spoilers. There's another cry face that came to mind, and it was Hiyori during Wano.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys remember that panel of Hiyori crying?
Yeah.
Oh, when when she's about to...
In Wano. Anyway, I don't know what to say. All right. Anyway, there's been a couple of panels where Oda draws crying faces, and me and Sebastian are huge fans of Gantz. Yeah. And they always had the craziest cries ever.
The ugliest
cries, bro. But they were always so well drawn, and I feel like Oda taps into that a little bit, and it just makes such a powerful feeling towards the reader itself. It even made me question. I said to myself, hey, Larry. And I was like, what's up? And I was like, yo, would you ever be like somebody's stepdad. Yo, my whole life, I was like, hell no, I'm not taking care of another guy's kid. Are you crazy? Regardless, bro, regardless how it happened, that's not my kid, yo. Alright, bro. Me and his mom, I'm stealing Welter's snacks from, you know what I'm saying?
In Kuma's situation.
And Kuma, listen, bro.
You not stepping up?
No.
Jeez.
But it did make me think it made me think about the true thing that Oda was saying. And it was saying to me was unconditional love, but also the love of sacrifice. Like, are you willing to sacrifice yourself for someone else, no matter how bad the circumstances are, just for them? So essentially, would you take a bullet for me? And it made me think, for sure, with my own kid, but with somebody else's kid. That's not even mine biologically. Would I be able to do such things as that? And it really made me question, I guess, the integrity of myself, of saying like, yo, are you possible of that amount of human affection? And I was like, I don't know. I don't. But I'd probably have to be placed in that situation in order to feel that, right? To be challenged on that. So I think as a reader, there's a lot of times we put ourselves in people's positions. This was a good way of Oda doing that with Kuma. It made you question, would you take a deal no matter what? And it's like, I don't know. So that was really nice, man. There's going to be some interesting questions moving forward with Kizaru, by the way.
Yeah, his reaction to that was very interesting, bro. He was moved.
Yeah, and it gets a little bit more questiony, even though that's not a word, later on.
Yeah.
So I remember me being completely off board of Kizaru getting one shot, and he really got one shot, and he's out for sure, right? I was clowning him. Maybe I should take a step back and be like, I might be wrong. So we'll see. We'll see.
We'll dive deeper later.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll dive deeper later.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, it really sucks that Kuma won't be able to see Bonnie, and it makes it even sadder. And this is my last point. My bad for taking so long. They were on Sabaody Archipelago at the same time, and they never saw each other.
Yeah.
Kuma was there. Here's my question. Kuma was there defending the Straw Hat ship for 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Bonnie had to go to Fishman Island to get into the New World, right? She probably just missed him.
Yeah.
Or at least a version of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Standing there.
They probably passed each
You
other.
want to hear a sad part?
I mean, it's a lot of sadness.
I know, but even further it, because I'm thinking there's a bunch of pacifistas there. What if she just thought none of them are my real dad?
Well, that's not the reaction she seems to have now, right?
Yeah,
I know,
She
right?
sees them in tweaks. So.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about while they were, the pacifistas were attacking, she was there. She didn't leave yet, So not one of them she came across.
You're not my dad.
She didn't see them though.
That's what I'm trying to say.
She might just have this reaction, and overall somebody kicks her out of it. Whatever. It's possible she saw them.
All right, but we'll move on to super chats. Just to give a heads up to what?
No, I just thought when you said somebody Archipelago, we had literally all the players there except Vegapunk. Kizaru, Bonnie, and Kuma were all there.
And Sentomaru.
Oh yeah, Sentomaru too. That's
Sentomaru was
interesting.
there.
And Drake.
And they all actually didn't know each
And
other.
Drake.
Drake always there, bro.
They all actually didn't know each other.
Well, technically, yeah. Kizaru couldn't handle it, man. He's like, I can't see Bonnie right now, man. What we doing, man?
That's the only supernova he didn't attack.
That is true.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, that's a point.
You just lighten the mood up. Before.
That was a good pun.
Yeah, no.
I don't even know if you knew
No,
that.
I did that.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't think they got it.
I don't think they.
I don't think they got it either.
No, I got it.
Oh yeah.
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 What'd you say?
What was that?
All right. Before we read super chats, just letting everybody know that's just joining us for the first time. In the live chat, there's a GoFundMe link to Shin, who had recently passed away. If you wanted to donate, you can do that there, or you could super chat us, and every single penny that we make from the super chats are going directly to Shin in the GoFundMe. All right. So if you haven't liked the video, please like the video, and thank you all for being here.
Yeah. We got a 12-month membership to Yonko status. That is our highest tier of membership. So thank you, 𝗃𝙗𝙪𝙢𝙗𝐿. It says, I can't believe Shin is gone. He was a great man and is definitely up in heaven. RIP to one of the best people in this community. Agreed, 𝗃𝙗𝙪𢢉. Thank you. Another 5 from Great Son. It says, RIP to Shin. May the Great Spirit guide him on his next journey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Another 2 from Bruh. It says, does Kuma have the saddest backstory to date? It's at least top 4, right? Top 3.
Yeah, it's up there, bro.
It's still ongoing.
Yeah, it's still going.
Again, this is like his whole life being examined versus like key moments of other people's lives, right? Like, Law got a stretch. Most people just get like that one key thing that happened to them. We got another 10 from Chocolate Thunder. It says, may it be smooth sailing on the going merry. Hashtag RIP Shin. Thank you, Chocolate. Another 6 from Ben Lowry. It says, finally get to watch a full stream because I have no work tomorrow. But Kizaru for real need to bring that hat back. Hey, man. Saucing on him. Hashtag Lawrence the GOAT.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not, but thank you. I appreciate that.
We got another 5 from Alan Wells. Says, even though it's been confirmed that Garp has conquerors, why does the community still give him the title of strongest armament hockey user? Mihawk is. Okay, Alan.
Oh my god.
Okay, Alan. Thank you.
I will say this. I've posted a couple of things on Twitter regarding Mihawk, and they blew up, right? And bro, it's gotten to the point where like even if you mention his name, they lose their minds. Bro. Like
Who, Mihawk? No.
Yeah, like you can't even say, yo, Mihawk is a great sword fighter. They'd be like, he's not great. Why are you guys slandering him? I'm like, what the?
Hey,
That's
man.
literally his title. It's the greatest.
Yo, bro.
They don't get it, bro.
Bro,
Again, Mihawk.
it's strange, bro. I've never seen a fan like I thought the Sanji fan base was crazy, or like the Marco, or like even the Kid. Like the Kid one was crazy.
Shout out to Shin.
Yo, shout out to Shin. But like the Mihawk joint is by far the worst.
The thing is, Mihawk's, it's been this way. We just don't talk about him
Yeah,
like he
we
don't be
don't.
on panel.
Yeah.
But it's always been like this.
Bro, it's terrible, dog.
Listen, man.
It's terrible.
They
Like
go-
it's really bad. Like it's really bad.
They'll tell you Mihawk beats Ichigo because Ichigo got a sword. I'm serious. It don't matter, bro.
Yo, it really
It don't.
It
Don't. Trunks. It don't. If you got a sword on you, you a Mihawk victim somehow.
we'll see. The guy from One Punch Man, Atomic
It
Samurai.
don't matter.
Atomic Samurai.
Yo, bro, it's terrible. I really sat back and I looked at people like commenting, and I was just like, damn, yo.
See, I want to ask you, Kid, would he beat Darth Vader in a fight?
He got a sword, bro. Yes. That's how they look at it.
I like Mihawk, and I believe he is like what his title gives him. But I'm just saying here, from what we saw,
You're about to start it up.
I am just a little bit, just a tiny bit, right? This point, we saw what Shanks did to an Admiral, right, and to Kid, right? I'm sorry, if Shanks comes across a Vista, the same thing is happening. Like the same thing is happening. Shanks is not gonna stop. Yeah,
Yo,
We can't.
Vista.
Listen, we can't.
You
get
can't.
this.
To me, how do you explain that?
that's,
Yo,
listen,
they gonna be like, yo, he wasn't taking him serious.
I'm gonna be real. That's one of Oda's very few mistakes to me. we would have lost nothing if he just takes Vista. out.
Yo, oh my goodness.
We wouldn't have less respect for Vista. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
I
lost
know.
to Mihawk. Okay, that's it. Anyway, but thank you, Alan. Get your head right, bro. We got another 5 from Regal Sloth. It says, how strong you reckon Crocodile has to be to deserve his 2 billion berry bounty? I'd say at least overcome the water/blood weakness. Bounties come with a lot, right? So there's more like, it's not a power scale when you're getting your bounty. It's how dangerous you are as a threat to the government. And Crocodile's been a threat with the thing, with just what his goals are, his knowledge, his cunning, what he's willing to do, his connections. And now, like, teaming up with Mihawk and Buggy, whatever. But, like, they're out here putting hits on Marines and government officials. And, That's a lot. that's threatening. That's very threatening. So he can be strong. I don't think we're out here I don't think most people would be like he's beating Kata Curry or anything like that.
I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. The One Piece community's kind of wild.
I mean,
but
I do like to see him eventually he has his upgrades would be awakening now and somewhat at least some form of hockey. At least those things. I want both, but I don't know. I'm expecting that because but I'm not putting any.
At the very least, if not, he don't deserve that bounty.
You know, Sebastian, you had a take I was very concerned you were gonna make.
What?
And you made a good one. I'm proud of you,
You thought I was
bro.
gonna say Croc. See, this
Yo,
what I
I'm
mean.
proud of you, bro.
You swear I have.
I'm proud of you, bro.
And you know I love Crocodile,
Yo,
bro.
listen,
I love Crocodile.
I was looking at you intensely.
listen, I know Crocodile. He's not that guy.
Listen, bro.
He's not out here beating. Come on, bro. Crocodile
I'll
beating
just say
Dopey or
this.
something.
Crocodile bounty high because of those same reasons. So is Mihawk's.
See? Mihawk's bounty seems to be more inclined with his strength level.
Yeah.
I will say that.
I'll say that. Too.
It does.
I will say that. Crocodile don't deserve it.
It might-
Mihawk, I can see it.
I'm not getting into what deserves what. I'm not.
Crocodile don't deserve that.
But yeah, we got another $2 from Brendan Miller, aka Coach. What up, Coach? It says, was the Warlord Ace beat not Jinbei? Coach, do your research, man.
Nah.
No, it was not Jinbei. No.
Yeah.
It was too late.
Too late in the game for that.
Yeah.
Jinbei never left.
Yeah.
Well, he left later, technically.
Wait, did we
saw
get to
him
that part already?
When we got to Marineford, he was.
Nah, we didn't get to that part yet.
Oh, then,
We're
Well,
gonna-
no, they said they mentioned the Warlord that
Yeah,
Ace
but
beat,
I'm
but
gonna wait. Yeah.
but it's not Jinbei.
Yeah.
we got 2 more questions after this, so.
Yeah. We got another 10 from Victor Haight. It says, what are the chances that Dragon did not save Ginny because her passing could be the perfect lighter fluid to feed the fires of the revolution? Could Dragon be the kind of person to do that for his goal? It would make me like him less. I'd say that.
I already don't like him, bro.
No, because I thought of how it happened with Sabo and Cobra, right? Sabo's the one that said it, but it wasn't. It was after the fact. It wasn't. But they didn't want
Yeah.
Cobra or Ginny to pass. So, yeah.
I mean, it's like both. I could kind of see and I kind of can't because the fact that Cobra passed and he thought Sabo did it, Dragon was very angry.
Yeah.
But then again, you have an opportunity to stop Bonnie, but you didn't do anything. So just again, Dragon, they just have Dragon confusing. Oda's making Dragon really confusing to us.
Dragon said, the only person that could ruin us is me. Alright? Sabo trying to do what I did, copycat. Stealing all my fame. I swear, yo. I didn't work hard for it at all, but I deserve it.
That's crazy. You said that.
Dragon didn't work hard now. That's too much.
That's too much, bro.
Like the video. If you
We got another 5 from Mick D. Arnolds. It says Lawrence needs to take a page out of Kuma's parenting book and stop neglecting meat. Hashtag lonely meat. Okay. And that was Mick D. Arnold's first super chat, so thank you so much. That was a great one.
He was really in the background for this long. I was like, I gotta comment, bro. I gotta super chat this, bro.
Listen, man, Kuma inspired him. Just like he
Yeah.
needs to inspire you, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Anyway.
If it's crazy questions, we gotta kind of roll past.
Yeah. We got another 10 from Chocolate Thunder. It says, do you think Ginny was treated well when she was married or she was just a toy? I think we've spoken on it several times before. She wasn't treated.
Back shots, bro.
That's not how you do it.
Crazy.
That's not how you do that.
She was a slave, bro.
Yeah.
She was a wife in
For
word,
the homies.
in word only, bro. She was a slave. We got another 5 from Gandhi Usopp. It says, RP Shin. Hope this little bit helps. We cooking spaghetti in the sauce for you tonight, bro. What a heart. Flex emoji. Shit was really different, man. But thank you so much.
When he used to say asparagus.
Asparagus. Yo, I watched that. We ain't seen Shanks do nothing. Like 20 times, bro. Oh my god.
Yo, send me that so I can give it to Marv to make it a sound for us.
Okay. All right, bet.
Wait, we haven't seen Shakes do nothing?
He called in one
Yeah.
episode and said that. I got you. We got another 10 from John H. It says, my brother thinks that Jinbei can beat Zoro. I disagree. Please end our debate. I got Zoro.
Zoro.
High diff.
100%.
Zoro.
High diff.
Yeah, all of us got Zoro.
like 100%. Even if it's high def, it's 100%. Like every single time.
Yeah.
Good fight though.
That's it.
All right, guys, let's head to this next question. All right, so again, this is kind of a long one, guys, so just be patient with me. Next, Kuma goes to Bonnie after the phone call with Saturn. He tells her she'll be staying here for the next 6 months on Egghead. She wants to know if she will be with him. He lies to her and says yeah, since they found the disease in him too. Then she suddenly introduces Sentomaru. Vegapunk is shown to be going out of his mind with ideas. So many that he can't use the restroom or eat. He wishes he had 5 more of him to handle those things. Then we see Kuma and Bonnie in their operations, Bonnie riding Sentomaru, Bonnie and Kuma sleeping together, Kuma helping out with the construction of Egghead, Kuma, Bonnie, Sentomaru, Kizaru, and Vegapunk having a pizza party only for them all to dance to the rhythm of Joy Boy. 6 months later, Bonnie is doing much better. Kuma thanks Vegapunk. We head back to Sorbet Kingdom and Bonnie can't believe in another year she'll be able to go outside. Everyone's happy for her. Connie, the queen of Sorbet, says to leave. It's all right to leave Bonnie in her hands while Kuma's gone. He thanks her. Since he's a pirate now, he can't stay here. Kuma tells her that he'll write her tons of letters and won't be back for a year. Bonnie doesn't like that. Kuma tells her he'd love to take her anywhere she wants to go, but inside, he knows it'll never happen. Then we see a female from CP8 named Alpha. She's a nurse who will watch over Bonnie for the remainder of her healing process. She then threatens Kuma that if he goes against the deal, she'll end Bonnie's life. Kuma knows and won't be coming back. So Kuma looks at Bonnie and says, "Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you for being born." Then says his goodbyes. What did you guys think about this part of the chapter? And we'll start with Lawrence this time.
Oh man, honestly, I started thinking when I was reading this, right? This is probably at first my initial thought was this is probably the happiest or best time of Kuma's life, right? But then I thought of his time with Ginny, right? You know, so it was like that time, then the pause because all that went, somewhere, and then now. So like, it's kind of like where he actually experienced enjoyment is like it's very short lived for him.
Yeah,
maybe a few years spanning of his whole entire life, and but like when you see him in it though, that element of joy, how happy he is with it, with the people he loves, cares about, and them all doing that, and how much, although all of them doing the dance. Because I think Kizaru was with them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah. He's getting down, man.
He's dancing with them. I was not expecting that. But it's good to see them doing that. And then just moving forward, because you could kind of see this happening with, the CP0 and everything. The world government is going to, even though I was thinking earlier, the world government, how much of a bunch of hypocrites they are, right? Because they're getting at Vegapunk for aligning, making a deal with the pirate, Kuma. The Shichibukai. And then also, too, like back in Wano, like how they're making deals with 𝗏𝗏𝗏 and Kaido for stuff like that. It's like, are you serious?
And Doflamingo.
Yeah, and Doflamingo. And other pirates as well. Like, you would see it time and time, but like no one else could do it. So they cracked me up. But anyway, that's them, obviously, because they're in power of what they do with it, right? But I want to go on to this phrase that Kuma says. Thank you for being born, right? This is not the first time we heard this in One Piece. This has got to be like more than the second time, right? Because we know Ace said it to Luffy.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Like, it's interesting, like how, because, and this goes into the separation of two things, how the world government views it and how the world of One Piece views it. The world of the government, for certain people, they view it as a crime to be born, Like some people, like we heard Rob Lucci say it, we heard other people say it. Even like I think Saturn may even said it to Kuma, right? You being born is a crime because of your lineage, your clan, your family, all of that, right? But now we see in this aspect where like the joy they bring someone for being born, like thank you for being born, like because the impact they have in their life, Bonnie to Kuma, Luffy to Ace, and others as well, like even like not wanting them wanting your friends to pass, right? So it shows how much control and how much what the government tries to bring in people's minds, right? Where they have to thank someone just for doing just something kind of out of their control, because no one controls if they're going to be born or not, right? So, but like how the world government kind of controls that, like you got to be born with this thought. If you are born and you're any relation, even if it's small, in opposition to us, you deserve, to pass. And we can control that. But that's what they drill in the minds of the One Piece world. And that's why we see so much where, like, the fight for freedom is so strong here, where people do anything just to experience this freedom, even taking up piracy or doing something else to break away from, or you kind of go in with the fold of what, and like I said before, what I'm seeing with the Celestial Dragons, you go into that fold by becoming their, in a sense, slave. Even though they kind of make it seem like you're free, even if you're not necessarily a slave in like Mary Jo with them. But since if you align with them, you're basically their slave. Because you have to obey whatever they say. If you don't, they can determine how they use you or what they want to do with you or your outcome, so you're a result of that. But like that is just so touching, like where we see this more time. And like, I think it's the only anime where I would hear something like that. Thank you for being born. And I think Oda, this means something in the One Piece world. Right. I don't have to take up too much time. That's all I got for now.
All right, Lionel.
Oh, sorry.
Wasn't ready.
No, I was not.
Hold a fast one on you. Rajan now.
Okay. But I was really surprised to see Kizaru dancing too. And I also thought of, does the Celestial Dragons, like, what's it, Saturday night hear the music playing? Like, because he hears the recording.
That's a good call out.
I was thinking, does he not hear it? Would he be upset at Vegapunk?
I was going to mention that too, bro.
Yeah?
I was gonna mention that too.
I was gonna say, considering what Kizaru said, they probably started wiping for bugs, right?
Okay.
Sweeping just to make sure they're good.
Yeah.
But I was going to bring out too, the fact that Kizaru and them are eating together, like, having this moment, everybody looks like they're happy. And I thought of this is just not saying Oda's taking enough stuff from the Bible, but like it losing like in biblical senses, when you eat and dine with someone, that considers close friendship. Like that's in the Bible times, like you eat and dining with somebody. That's what people attacked, the Pharisees attacked Jesus because he ate with tax collectors and sinners, because they're supposed to be that. And looked down upon, but Jesus ate with them, showing that he was friendly towards everyone. And like the fact that they're eating together shows like a sign of friendship, and it just kind of adds to why it was so difficult for Kizaru to try to do what he did to Vegapunk. We don't know how he used Kuma per se, but this moment shows like, because they've been together for 6 months. I don't know if Kizaru stayed for 6 months, but it shows that you have this connection for a long time, like eating and partying throughout the 6 months. You're gonna develop feelings. Friendship is gonna bond us, and he already viewed Vegapunk as a friend. Kuma, I'm not exactly sure, but he already showed that he felt some type of way, but moved with how Kuma responded with him being, his life getting taken away and what's gonna happen to him in the future. That how happy Kuma was. So I just thought this was like a really dope scene, and I thought again pulling towards Kizaru, like Kizaru is more humane than we think he is. He's not just that go-getter, tack, and merciless hitman that we all thought he is. He has a heart, pretty much. He's not a celestial dragon. And it shows that more and more throughout his character, especially these scenes right here. We see. How far did we go off? Oh, we go to the. Honestly, I thought that was Khalifa for a second. The first time I saw.
When I first read it, I said the same thing.
Yeah, right.
Same.
Then I was like, because even
they both fire.
Oh yeah. Because the translation did say that for a second.
Come take care of me, girl. I ain't even sick.
I'm sick. All right.
I just got done being sick.
That's stupid. Well, it was cool. I don't know if I don't know, because I assume because she's Cyber 8, not 9. Because I always thought that Cyber 9 had more dealings with the Celestial. No, that's Celestial Dragons. Yeah, Celestial Dragons and stuff than Cyber 8 did. I don't know. But again, I was
It's Cypher, bro.
Huh?
You said Cypher?
What did I say? Cyber? I can't read. Oh man. See, you're gonna mess me up again, Larry.
Yo, my bad, yo. It's not my fault, yo.
Yeah. What else? I'm leaving it for here because you're making me lose my thought again. I'm gonna have more to say later on.
So,
Yeah. So one, it was cool to see Vegapunk have his little thought process on the satellites. You know, I need more people. I wish there were 5 of me or whatever. You know.
Shows they're brand new.
Yeah, shows they're relatively new, and it also shows. I guarantee you, Oda be feeling this way when he be drawing. He'd be like, I wish there was 5 more of me, bro. I wish somebody else could write this right now so I could do something else. I always love a good montage in One Piece. I thought that scene of Kuma laying in bed next to Bonnie was like really, really dope. Her playing with Sentomaru, yo, big Unk vibes, bro, from Sentomaru, man. I feel him. The drawing that Bonnie does for Kuma, we see that a little later, which is also another one that was really good. Them sleeping in the bed together, knocked out. And it's funny because that little panel was like super dope to me because in the church, when they slept in the same room, she was in like that cage because he thought like he would roll over and crush her. Yeah. So at the minimum, it shows Bonnie's older, she's a little stronger now, right? Like he doesn't have that same fear anymore. The pizza party. Everybody love a good pizza party.
Yo, everybody.
Just know your place of work is robbing you when they do that, though.
Listen.
Get that raise. The pizza party ain't worth all that, all right? It be Domino's.
We having a pizza party after this.
We is. And Larry robbing up. No. I love a good pizza party, though.
Yo, Marv, we're having a pizza party. You want to eat, too? Yeah.
Don't trust the pizza. Who ordered that, man? I'm playing. I wondered though, is this the first creation of the digital food that Vegapunk was doing, or is this? Did they order that? Did they hit Santoni's? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I thought so. They made it.
They probably made it. Yeah.
Or there's like a guy that has the pizza fruit.
Yo,
but like you take it off. You take it off his back.
No, dude.
That's disgusting. But that guy with the Big Mom.
Oh,
he had pizza fruit?
I thought I saw it.
No, he had food.
I thought I saw it.
What'd you think of?
No, this actually could be the reason why Bonnie's favorite food is pizza.
See? Yo, go ahead, Lionel. You killing it, bro.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know this either.
I don't think I knew that her favorite food was pizza.
Yeah, she has sorbet eating sorbet, bro.
No, I know when we first see her, she's eating pizza.
She's eating.
I know that.
She's eating like asparagus and like
spaghetti
berries. She's like, yo, what is this?
Because she brings up pizza again with Luffy. She said, like, make sure we bring pizza. Remember, and Sanji making pizza and cheese and stuff like that.
Damn,
I'm spitting, bro. Spitting.
Yeah, you're doing better than your clone, bro.
As far as the dancing,
he's the clone. First.
Wait, so who's Kuma? Who's PX1? That was bad joke.
Have you guys watched Invincible?
Oh man! I'm the real one. Yo, I love them. I love them two dudes.
Yeah,
bro.
they actually add to the show.
They're funny, man.
They're funny.
As far as the dance scene, I thought it was fire, man. Everybody keeps commenting on Kizaru. I think I brought it up when we did the live stream. Vegapunk being so invested in this is so interesting to me because he's a man of science, right? And Nika is very clearly, a god or a mythical figure in that light. And obviously they live in this world where there are mythical figures and things, but, a lot of times people of a scientific background don't dabble too much in religion, don't look at it in that way. And I know Vegapunk hasn't necessarily drawn those lines, but it's interesting to see him even dive deeper into this. As far as Kizaru, this is when I think we should bring it up, probably, Larry, or I was going to let you do it. But, is he down of his own choice in the live story? Because he has this level. It's deeper than we thought.
Yeah.
It's not just, I was here for this. Nah, bro, I was there. I was at the pizza party. I ordered it. I'm the Italian.
I was gaming, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He made the pizza.
Yeah,
Bobby
bro.
Boopy. No, stop.
Family guy.
But yeah, we've already seen Sentomaru stand 10 toes. Yeah. Kizaru hasn't been willing to do so.
He got no shoes on, so he definitely takes it.
But yeah, I thought it was dope. There's also more people.
Yeah, there's
the other thing. There's more people back there. I didn't notice them the first
assistants.
Time. Yeah. They not relevant, but I bet you Drake in there.
He didn't get no attention.
Just back there
They hit that Joy Boy.
Oh man. As far as them going back to sorbet, I thought that was nice. You know, they're back in the house, back in the church. Kuma's thought process talking to Bonnie was dope. Alpha, bruh, she fire. People were talking about clones and stuff for Khalifa. I don't know if I need all that. I just hope they sisters, and I hope there's at least another one, because then we need belief.
Listen, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
If they cloning, give me 2. That's all I need, man.
Listen, she dope, man.
All I need is 2, man.
And she got that little sadistic side of her.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? She was like crushing the chalk or whatever that was, man.
Crush me, girl.
Okay.
Choke me out.
Probably gonna come up.
Oh man, but she dope. And that scene or that bar that Kuma said, you know, thank you for being born. Barney don't even get it. Because she has no idea what's happening. She doesn't even know the parameters of her birth.
She knows now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she knows now. So it's just, you know, touching.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Yeah. Best part of the chapter, in my opinion. I think anytime Oda can give us more words with pictures than words can is always a plus. So for me, I love the parallel of the procedures being done to both of them. And then both of them just living their lives out. You get to see how they live. And they're having a pizza party. Mm-hmm. It made me question, do the Gorosei have pizza parties?
Because Zaru like, man, they don't be doing this in Marysville, man.
Yo, that's a tense group, bro. They be tense.
They need pizza.
They do, but they still invite the Emerald.
The pizza be too cold by the time it get all the way up there,
It's
man.
like, bro, like, where my pizza at? It's I wonder, bro, because there's 5 people here. There's 5 elders.
Dude, they
You know what
gotta
I'm
be
saying?
having the best because
We never see them eat, bro. I'm just saying.
Ever.
Yo.
They just be sitting on that
They-
firm-ass couch.
The Celestial Dragons be asking for lobster. They on the top of the red line. Ain't no lobster up there, bro. They gotta get that.
They be using lobster as their topping on pizzas, bro. You fancy.
It's different.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like Lauren said earlier, you know, Ace was never told thank you for being born. His main, you know, I love Ace as a character. You guys know this. Everybody else knows this. And one of the biggest questions when he sat at the edge of the hill and Garp came through and Garp, you know, he asked Garp, was I meant to, like, am I meant to live? Was I meant to be born? Like, is this me being born a good thing? Mm-hmm. And then Garp replies, well, you got to find out for yourself. You know, you got to make it where you are, like, people are thankful that you're, like, born.
Home is where you make it.
Yeah. And just to see that Oda came back and ran the block again, like, he spun the block on that, was wonderful to see. It was nice. It was very nice to see. Because, you know, again, this is not my kid. This is not my kid, bro.
Oh, I put a poll. I put a poll in. I don't know. I couldn't say that. I put a poll in to see like if they would have stepped up like Kuma did, or if they would have been like, nah, like you. And it was like 64-30 something.
They lying. They lying.
They said
bro.
they would do it.
They lying, bro. I you know, just seeing Kuma just lie to Bonnie again. He just keeping the lies up.
Lie to your kids, y'all.
You know, it's crazy. It's crazier because Kuma accepted the deal. He knows the terms. He knows he's never going to be able to do anything with her when she's fully healthy, right? He'll be gone by the time that happens. Kuma's still planning to be with her afterwards. He's still like, yo, I would love to take you anywhere you want to go. Like, he's not just saying, like, he was actually, like, in those little bit of panels, saying it as if he would still be able to do so. So it's like he still has hope, even though he knows it's going to end up badly. And this is where it gets interesting. We are like, yo, what is going on with Kuma? Why did he go to wherever he went? And even Akainu was like, yo, what's going on with you? Even Dragon's like, yo, how you moving? There's things now where, like, there might be some residue of Kuma still left over. yeah, he might be mindless. He might not have his actual will, but there might be something still in him that's going to allow him to see Bonnie, one, and two, he might be able to save her by saying, where do you want to go?
Mm.
And he's going to save her doing that. And then he'll take her to the place she wants to go. And it's like, yo, that would be so sweet. That'd be really nice. It'd be poetic for me.
Yeah.
And like he says something like, you know, like he already thanked her for being born, but it's like, thank you for like living or something like that.
You know what's sad? I can picture Bonnie saying, I just want to go where you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I
You know
thought
what I'm
of something
saying?
else. They were talking about inversions of whatever. You know how pretty much how Kairos was a toy and it was his daughter, and the daughter didn't know Kairos was his father?
Yeah.
What if that is reversed? That Bonnie spends time with Kuma traveling, but Kuma doesn't know that's his daughter in a way, but Bonnie knows. And she goes and travels all the places with Kuma, but as Kuma has like the
A mindless
mindless
slave.
mindless cyborg kind of, but she's with Bonnie. Kind of like the Kairos and Rebecca thing.
Hello, dark there.
Yeah, it got
That's a little dark.
you know what it reminds me of too, low key? Senior Pink with his wife when she became a vegetable.
Yeah.
Ruslan.
Yeah.
Ruslan?
They were like, yo, she can see everything, she can hear everything, but she can't like move. Like she can't act, she can't do anything.
Y'all staying?
I don't know why I didn't spit that out, bro. I didn't want to spit that out, bro. That's
Y'all staying?
If that's the love of my life and my wife, yeah. That's why I ride what Pink did.
Yo, pull
Senior
that.
Pink?
Pull that, bro.
Yo, I'm laying pipe, bro.
Hold on.
Hold on. But my point was, why would I deprive her, bro?
Nah, bro.
Alright?
I mean, that is his wife.
Nah,
yo,
bro.
why you
Move on.
crazy about
Move on, bro.
She got nothing going on, bro.
Nah, bro.
All right, anyway, my point is, at the very end, right? At the very end, where Senior Pink lost hope, she ended up smiling.
Yeah.
Proving that, like, she probably willed herself to do so, or miracles do happen, right? Like, miracles do happen. They just happen sometimes. I think maybe we should think that a miracle will happen with Kuma after all he's been through. But
I'm putting a poll in chat. Does Larry need to calm down?
Yes. It should be 100.
Everybody should agree.
listen, bro, y'all gotta stop judging me.
He said that brother starving.
Listen, bro, y'all want me to stay. Y'all want me to stay, bro. I'm doing all this for her, bro.
Yo.
I can't chill out.
Larry not treating her any different. I respect
Listen,
him.
bro, exactly, bro. Y'all messed up for treating her different.
Wildin', bro.
She can't tell me she wants it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, bro.
It's up to me, bro.
Okay.
Out of control. Oh my God, out of control.
All right. Let's go into the super chats.
Yeah.
And then we got one more question, and then we'll do phone calls.
Yeah, we got 5 from Imran Ismail. It says, "Hi guys, this is my super chat. My theory is Luffy will give himself up at the end of One Piece, to Kobe at the end of One Piece, so he can be promoted to Admiral or Fleet Admiral. I personally wouldn't like it.
Cap.
I wouldn't like it for a couple reasons. The biggest reason is like, I would like for Luffy to be impactful for Kobe to achieve his dream. I wouldn't like him to get it off the GP that he did this and he didn't earn it. Like him turning himself in isn't earning it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't like that personally.
Yeah, and I feel like it'll be too much of a repeat of what Roger did, kind of. You know?
Yeah. We got another 5 from Regal Sloth. It says, that pizza party scene got me thinking the Gorosei got something big over Kizaru to make him follow orders like he does. I don't know if that's necessarily true either. You know what I'm saying? This is still a job. This is still what he does. This is still what he knows.
We saw you flexing in the mirror.
I don't even know what's going on.
Oh, man.
Sally says she seems a lot of...
I'm going to do it again.
I don't know what it is that makes the Admirals or the Navy ride with the world government so much. It could be just the fact that they're in power, that was the established power, so that was a system and things. But to this extent, what drives them to be so loyal to them? You know,
They got all their loved ones.
It's these hoes, man.
It's definitely these hoes.
What?
The reason is these hoes.
100%. I'm saying. We got another 5 from Ozzy Phenom. It says, big business Porcelino. BBB. My mans was acting in those panels trying to get a bag. No sentiment, all business. It's possible. It's possible. We got another 5 from Terrell Taylor. It says, I think Kizaru betrays Saturn and helps Kuma clip Saturn. Maybe. And that was his. We shouting out people's 3rd super chats now.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you. We got another 10 from Toby. It says, I'm sorry I'm late. I hope y'all boys having a great day. Hashtag RIP Shin with a heart and a goat emoji. Thank you, Toby. We got another 5-month membership to Nakama status from JD McFly. It says, why Larry say asparagus like that? Hashtag Seb for Charlos. JD, if you guys don't know, that is just how Shin pronounced the word for whatever reason. Can't call it. And then we got another 5 from Conquerors Hockey 135. It says, which devil fruit would you give each other based on your personalities? I.e., Larry should have the giggity fruit, model Quagmire for sipping so hard on Ginny.
Why are you laughing so hard?
oh man, Quagmire.
I think we kind of did this at least once before. I would give Larry the flame fruit. I would have either the darkness or the shadow fruit. I don't remember what we said for the twins.
Lawrence won't let you give him a fruit.
Yeah, no, that was Lionel. Lawrence's fruit has to be broken. It has to be
Fake.
Lawrence needs all that help.
All that
His hockey not strong enough. He's the most broken fruit in the world. Complete
That's so
capability,
funny.
control.
Look at him right now. Look at him.
He needed to fight that bill.
He needs to fight Panda Man. Damn.
He's salty. He gotta come back.
Damn, Daniel. Lawrence hurting right now, bro.
He got
I'm not.
Your fruit doing that for you.
Say he need all that help.
We got another 5 from Regal Sloth. It says, you think the willpower to fight his mindless machine side to be his daughter's side means Kuma, to be by his daughter's side means Kuma's got Conquerors Hockey. I wouldn't call Kuma Conquerors.
Nah,
He's not.
I don't see that.
Because that's like saying Papa Goo got Conquerors Hockey.
Yeah. there's showcases of extreme will in the series that are not Conquerors Hockey users.
Yes,
I
true.
think we can identify a few of those.
Yeah.
We got another 100 we got another 100 from Sofo, but no words attached. But thank you so much, Sofo, for the very generous donation. And another 5 from Wonder Weirdo. It says, y'all make my workday fly by. Glad y'all to finally make it to a live. P.S. Shout out to the Robin and the cowboy hat. Fire. Hashtag cowboy hat. Hashtag TOPT the goats. Hashtag pizza party. Yeah, we're going to get to that soon. But my favorite version of Robin popped up in this chapter. And then we got another $500 donated from the broker. Wow. It says, I hope this helps in some small way. My family and I decided to forego this Christmas to help out Shin's family, so I changed $500 into dollars so that they can use it for whatever they need. You in this community have done so much for so many. So this is a donation. This donation goes to a member of that community, then it is worth every penny. Love always, Broker. Broker, thank you so much for the generosity. I know you've had an extremely stressful and tenuous 2023. So thank you for that, truly.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you a lot.
But that was it.
All right. Let's get to the next one. All right, final question, guys, and then we'll get into phone calls. Everybody in the chat, please throw up the Nakama fist for not only Broker, but for everybody that's been super chatting, just putting this towards Shin's GoFundMe. I just want to see fists in the whole chat, bro. I'm a little emotional, so like, just do super chat. Don't do super. I mean, just do the fists across the board, nonstop. Just spam it. Just spam it right now. All right. Finally, we see Kuma in the papers as the new Shichibukai of the Navy. Sugar shows Doflamingo. He delights in Kuma's involvement. Nico Robin tells Crocodile about the news, and he couldn't care less. He wants to know if she murked the witness to their rain-making ship. Mihawk is shown with a ship destroyed in the background. Alvida asks Kobe if he thinks Kuma is stronger than her, and he says, of course not. Ace mentions to Jinbei that it's nice that they found a replacement already. Jinbei finds it annoying since Ace caused it. Boa Hancock could also care less. Moria is curious about Kuma's power. Dragon is shown brooding. Sabo, Hack, and Koala mentions Kuma would never do something like that. Kuma is shown writing to Bonnie on his ship. He mentions he's been attacked way more since his position was announced. He wants to know how everyone is back home and gives it to the news crew. Kuma gets new orders from the world government and asks where he is. He says he's in the East Blue. The island in the distance looks like Fuchsia Village, and then we see Luffy getting chased by a tiger. What are your thoughts on the final piece of the chapter? Seb?
You know me, yo. I love the Warlords. It's one of the reasons why I really gravitated to One Piece in the first place. Just all of them and how different they are, their different motivations and how they act. So seeing them all just pop up on panel, I didn't expect all that. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. And it was great to see. Always great to see Dofi. Like I said, man, miss all Sunday, man. You feel me? Robin with that hat and that fit. Back when she was dark-skinned, you feel me? Shout out to Huncho, man. But I think they brought up in the mini Reverie stream you did that the rain making ships, I think Vivi and Ingram were in charge of that. So I think that might be setting that up a little bit. Because that's around that time. Alvida, come on. What are we talking about? It was cool to see Ace. It was cool to see Ace and Sabo on the same panel. I think, I know we've gotten like fictional panels of them and stuff, but like it was cool. Like they're not the same panel, but the same page. Always good to see Boa. Always good to see Henley Blackbeard. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. I don't know why Moria looked like that. I thought that was kind of weird. Why he looked like that? I thought that Oda just didn't take the time to do anything with that. Whatever. He's laying down. I don't know. Shout out to Koala. But again, they're such a huge focal point of the early parts of the series, the Warlords, that like people seem to like downplay them now or don't talk about them as much now or like disrespect them now. It's cool to see them like their reactions to somebody being added to their ranks, right? As far as Kuma's ship, it's the mast has the Bonnie's drawing. I thought that was dope. It also has the little ears on the sides. I thought that was cool too. He's writing a letter to her. I thought that was really, really cool. And then he seemingly is pulling up to Fuchsia Village, where Luffy lives at. So he seems to be there of his own accord or whatever, but like he's getting orders from them now. So I like to think that him and Luffy will actually have an interaction. I know Luffy doesn't know who Kuma is. It's possible I think Nurtaku brought this up on the stream, that he could push the memory out of Luffy's head. I just don't know if he actually knows that this is Dragon's son already or not. Yeah. What I was fearful of when I read the chapter, and I said this on the stream with Larry earlier, I hope it's not some sort of weird retcon where like the government's telling him to take Luffy out, right? Like I wouldn't like that personally, because they shouldn't know, right? Like they shouldn't have any real idea about Luffy having the Nika fruit, him even being Dragon's son. They shouldn't know any of that right now, to my knowledge, based off what we know from the world government side. They've never treated Luffy as that level of a threat to this, especially at this point. Mm-hmm. So if they're sending Kuma to be like, yo, take this person out, I don't want to see that. Maybe it's a, yo, we heard, no, even then, because Shanks got the fruit. So, no. I wouldn't like that. I don't know what the orders are going to be. Maybe it's to check up on Goa and bring the tie back in with the flame burning stuff. But that's actually a while ago, so probably not. So I don't know. I fear some retcon happening personally. I don't like that.
Good worries. Lionel?
Yeah. Like she mentioned, it was dope to see all the warlords at seeing the newspaper. It was pretty cool. I was trying to actually do the timeline again, because the whole time I actually thought that Ace was 17 when he was as a rookie and fights Jinbei and Whitebeard. He's actually not 17. He's 18. When I was looking at, if you look at the timeline, Ace is actually like Ace gets stuck on the ship. I mean, on the island or whatever. But he doesn't really form his crew yet. Later, he forms his crew around. I think I looked at the timeline before, but I just know that if this is accurate, going by this is 4 years ago. This is 18. He joins on it. Then that means he joined so he had to fight the Shichibukai, and pretty much all that stuff he did with Yamato, Shichibukai, the Vice Hammer, all that was through when he was 18 years old. Then he joins Whitebeard's ship. It was cool actually thinking that now we established that Kuma was the last Shichibukai to be announced, to be instated, and I always wondered, when was it, like the number one Shichibukai, then two, or was it they picked them all in one go that made the seven? Like, was it always seven? Like we see, like there was always three animals, or like even the Yonko, like when that got brought up, like was there always four? Because that made me think of, because we didn't know that Ace took out a Vice. Took out a Shichibukai like Luffy's doing. He's pretty much doing similar stuff what Luffy's doing, taking out Vice, taking out a Shichibukai, and Ace took out a Vice Admiral. But it made me think of like the Yonko, like you said as a joke. We haven't seen anybody take out a Yonko like Luffy had done. For all we know, Shanks could have took out the Yonko previously that made him a Yonko. That's what I just thought. I thought of these things like Ace, pretty much. And I'm curious about who's this Shichibukai and how strong he is, honestly. But I don't know if we're ever gonna get any information on him at all. I don't know if he will be the Burning Man, but like, it'll be interesting. But again, I don't know. Like, it might knock him down a little bit because he got defeated by Ace. But again, that was years ago. That was anyway, maybe 4 years ago, pretty much. Then it happened. So he could have got stronger. I don't know, but also Ace is also strong too, so it's not really a knock. Again, it's Ace when he's 18, but Ace is still a strong person already.
Yeah, I don't think the Burn Scar Man has to be strong technically. It would be nice if he was. Like I think I want him to be, but he could just have the info.
I mean, he actually he has to have something because the whirlpool. So I mean, like it could be like you said, some technology thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be a fruit. I really thought it was dope to see, again, they're not together, but the three brothers, again, Ace, Sabo, and Luffy in this chapter, like on one go. Again, they're not together, but it was nice to see them. Again, it was cool that now we finally see Kuma's ship, and we see, the flag he has is what the picture of Bonnie, what picture Bonnie drew for Kuma. I'm about to end it right now. I don't know why Kuma's going to Flusher Village. We don't even know if he has any business where Luffy is or with because even though he's going to Flusher Village, Luffy's most likely near the Gao Kingdom. There's some distance between there, like the Gao Kingdom where Luffy's kingdom is at, and where Luffy is training with Ace. There is some distance from the Flusher Village. Right, it's still there, but like you look at the map, it's kind of far away. So I don't know. But again, Kuma has the ability to teleport. Anywhere he wants. And this picture with Luffy running from the tiger just reminded me of the chapter of 1027 with Roger running away from the lion. That's really, I have it right here. I really thought that immediately. I'm thinking, that's another thing, but I just thought that, and I think Oda did that on purpose, But yeah.
All right, Law?
They practically touched up on a lot of things that I was going to say and everything. One thing I want to add up, I thought it was pretty cool, just a callback to Jinbei when he speaks about a former king, and he was like, we already have an active king now. To me, that goes back into when he was talking to Bonnie, right? And he starts sharing that because Kuma's going off the information about when he heard in the past about Kuma. We all remember how Bonnie got upset that Kuma said that he called him a tyrant and everything. But this is basically what Kuma got the information from. He's like, I don't know if he's really ever met Kuma and like that, but he goes, going from this one, he's saying, because also too in the beginning it says, even though for me this is a tyrant, looks like we got another miscreant on our hands, right? But Kuma's basing off from that information, showing that, you know, how the world government will paint someone to discredit them, to make them look evil, so putting them in the light. And then it was great to see, like you guys all mentioned, Ace, Sabo, and Luffy, all what they're doing at this time, you know. They all thought Sabo's passed, but then Ace went on his adventure, and Luffy's waiting till he becomes 17 to take on his. So we see what they're doing now. And I'm so curious about the Shichibukai that Ace took out, because who it was, because, like Lionel saying, I brought up a bunch of questions that could be asked now. Because, like, we never heard of a Shichibukai before getting taken out until now. Like, we've only heard of this original 7. Just like before, we only heard of the original Yonko beforehand, you know. And then, so it's like it brings up curiosity: who this person is? Is this person still alive? Are they still active? Did Ace take him out for good, you know, or did just like the government take him out for losing to Ace, you know? Like brings up that theory too, because we got early on that Ace was like offered the Shichibukai title, right? But that was also when, I'm pretty sure, before he joined the Whitebeard Pirates.
Yeah, it's before.
Yeah.
So that's how I wondered if the reason why they're offering Ace, because he already took out the Vice Admiral.
Exactly.
Took out the Shichibukai. I always wondered that.
Yeah.
Because now you're making it not 7, you're making it 8.
Mm-hmm.
But they focus on, they want 7 specifically.
Yeah.
But that'd be the first time that we saw somebody take out a Shichibukai, then offer that same person to replace that Shichibukai.
Yeah. Because I thought that's interesting, because like Luffy would take out, he took out like what, 2, 3?
Yeah.
But Luffy was never offered it once.
I think he was already a Whitebeard pirate
When he got offered it?
When he took out the warlord, right? Like I think, like
You think so?
Yeah, I think it happened very recently. Well, this is what, 6 months later.
That's
No,
why I was trying to
yeah,
go
that's
with the timeline, because we know he was offered it in the past beforehand, right?
What are the odds you fight 2 warlords and like? I guess Luffy did it.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
But then, because real time, Luffy's only been pirating
Yeah.
for 6 months.
Hey,
Yeah.
maybe.
See, that's what goes into, I'll go into this timeline, because like right now he's clearly on the Whitebeard Pirates, and this is where they just filled it. So were they searching for a good while? You know, because it goes into question again. When did Ace defeat that Shichibukai, and when was he offered the title? Because now when we see it, when they're mentioning it was being filled, he's already a Whitebeard pirate. But to me, I doubt they would offer him the Shichibukai title when he's already on a Whitebeard ship. That wouldn't make any sense.
No, they offered him when he was on Somebody Else Go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. No, I got confused. I'm like, we never saw Ace on like.
No, in the One Piece magazine.
Yeah.
Novel.
And then seeing all their reactions towards it, I don't think I had much. And I'm just curious. Just so we can point with you, where like the only thing I could think of, but I think at the time it's just too much, right? Is that how they can kind of get word that a pirate was here for a certain extent of time for Shanks, and they know that Shanks just took the fruit from Who's Who and that government ship. Maybe they're sending Kuma there. It was like, yo, we know Shanks spent a long time here. Maybe like pretty much just to see, maybe we could see what see something. Just try to gather information, because I don't know. Kuma's never met Luffy until when we seen it.
Yeah.
But I'm so curious why Kuma's here.
So you think they sent him to get the fruit?
No, I don't think that at all. I'm thinking for a reason it could be. Because just like, I'm just saying, like, for example, they knew Roger was like, somehow was acting not like a pirate, but like a loving husband with Rose. Like, how do you get that information? So they kind of keep track of a time a pirate sends on an island for a certain amount of time. So they could do the same thing with Shanks. Like, yo, after he took that fruit from us, he was here in this town for such and such time. Go check that out.
That makes sense too.
Yeah, it does.
All right, all finished?
Yeah.
Always good to see Doffy. Mihawk. I get he had to be shown, but like just do something, bro.
Blew up that ship.
I think anytime you have Whitebeard, Blackbeard, and Ace in a chapter, it's gonna be a banger.
And Marco.
Again, then you got another character, Dragon. Not saying anything, just brooding. I just don't get why he's even shown.
No, I get it here.
Yeah.
I get it here. It's Kuma.
Yeah.
I get why he's shown, but why is he shown? If he's not actively doing anything, why are we seeing him again? You know what I'm saying? Do we need to see that he's frustrated? I don't know if he's frustrated. He looks like this 24/7.
Damn, Kuma, you going out like that? It's crazy.
When we did our chapter reaction, it was funny because Sabo reads the newspapers. So they're like, I think it was Nerdtaku who was like, so you're going to tell me Ace was never in the newspaper and Sabo didn't see it?
No. So the thing about that is, right, at least the way it's explained in the Jap, is that Sakazuki is the name of the cup sharing ritual that they did. So it was the combination of Ace, Luffy, Sakazuki in the newspaper, which is Akainu's name, that triggered that.
Sounds like Cap to me.
Including Ace's passing. Just this guy's name showing up isn't sparking this.
No, because
at least in this.
No, because he did say Ace. He did say that with Sabo said that Ace. I thought he was just another pirate.
Like, why is it like he started feeling something and then it starts like funneling in?
So he's
Larry
not wrong.
You know, I
He's not wrong. That's just how they explain it.
Listen, bro. We be complaining about the whole Shanks getting his arm taken off in the beginning of the series. Bro, this is on par, bro. That's what I'm saying.
You know how I
bro.
feel about amnesia, bro. It's trash.
Anyway, ship's cool. Kuma ship was super cool. I think it's really sad. I have a very, very big prediction that Bonnie never received any of these letters.
Probably not.
Because Alpha probably got rid of them. Yeah.
100%.
So that's gonna suck. But I think you guys talked about the Fuchsia connection. If anything, I'd like to throw up some credit to Dragon. He probably still has contact with Kuma and probably sent Kuma over there because he had free time. And then the government didn't send him there, right? Because they're like, yo, where you at?
Yo, go protect my kid because I ain't doing it.
He's like, yo, Kuma, before you get turned into whatever you're going to turn into, yo, I'm going to use you. So maybe some Dragon interference on that one. I'll say that.
I mean, Kuma was there already.
Yeah.
When he met Sabo.
We got 20 minutes left. Let's read these super chats and then we'll get into like a phone call.
We got to take sponsor too.
Oh, sponsorship, Marv. Let's do that now, guys.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Have you been struggling lately? Maybe having difficulty sleeping, struggling with a relationship, or suffering from low self-esteem?
Listen, I've been there. We have been there.
If so, then today's BetterHelp wants to help you.
BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained and here to help you out.
Talk to your therapist in a private online environment at your own convenience.
There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area.
You just fill out a questionnaire and it's as simple as that, guys, to help with your specific needs and then get you matched with a therapist under 48 hours.
After that, you schedule a secure video or phone session. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages and everything you share is confidential.
We signed up for different reasons, and to be honest, it's legit. It helped us out a ton.
You can request a different therapist at any point with no additional charge anytime.
Join the 2+ million people who took charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist.
This offer goes out to all our That One Piece Talk Nakama. You get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/TOPT.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TOPT.
Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode.
He's caught up.
Yeah.
We're back, Marv?
Yeah, we're back, I think.
All right. Let's do these super chats.
All right. We got a membership subscription to Nakama status from Lejay Jones. Thank you so much, Lejay. Enjoy the emojis of being a Nakama.
Thank you.
We got $50 from our guy Nerdtaku. Shout out to Nerd. Follow Nerd. Subscribe to Nerd. It says, I had to give for my bro Shin. He's my guy, and we had so many good memories in the DDT. RIP to the DDT MVP. One question, do you think that each admiral was appointed from the 3 branches of the world government/Navy, i.e. Kizaru CP agents, Aokiji Sword, Akainu Marines? I want to say no, but I like the thought process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do want to say, I don't think so though.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but that would be interesting.
Yeah. We got another 5 from Beltron. I can't say your first name, sorry. It says, my endgame One Piece theory is that the One Piece is Seb and Larry throwing it back to Bank Sake. R.I.P. Shin. Hashtag Larry for Blackbeard. Oh man, that's one hell of a first super chat.
What the
Beltron.
heck?
This is his first?
This is his first super chat.
Oh man.
Yo, I'm playing. All right, we got another.
That's harassment. Okay? I feel harassed.
Oh man, we got another 5 from Red Hair Chankdom. It says, "Can we agree as a team for everyone to let Broker get first call?" It's up to y'all. But thank you, Shankdom. We got a 5 from Mr. It's Mirko. Just started watching a couple weeks ago. I know loss is difficult and just wanted to help make sure the family can have everything they need. Hashtag RIP Shin. Thank you, Mirko. We got another 20 from Key. It says, "Rest easy, Shin. Stay up, boys," with a heart. Thank you, man. We got another 5 from Jaden Ramos. It says, "Been listening on Spotify for a while. Finally caught a live." Shout out to the Spotify gang. A lot of you guys are posting your Spotify raps in our Discord. We really appreciate that. If you guys have any more, post them and add us on IG. Larry's been reposting them. So it's been a lot of fun. And that was your first super chat, so thank you. We got another 2 from Young Lou. It says, "Forget the others. Hashtag gangs. It's hashtag Shin gang only for now." Thank you.
Thank you.
And then we got another 5 from Samir De La Cruz. It says, "How would y'all feel if for the last arc or 2, Oda jump went for monthly releases? I think it would be great for Oda to cook and do his best work." We've talked about this a little bit before. I think we'd all of us would welcome it. We read other monthly manga. I don't know if Larry does, but we do.
No, I don't have enough time.
And I think you just get a lot more.
Yeah.
There's a lot more meat on the bone with monthly manga releases.
Mm-hmm.
We got another 2.
How much meat?
All the meat. We got another 2. That was the first super chat from Samir, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Another 2 from the J Jones. It says, "LJ family." Thank you, man.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right. Again, guys, all these super chats are going directly to Shin's GoFundMe for his family. So if you guys want to keep doing so, we're going to call out the rest of the super chats after the calls. And thank you so much for all the support that you have given to our brother Nakama. It's greatly appreciated. And if you haven't liked the video, please like the video. Other than that, Marv, if you want to do the calls. Mods, can you keep posting the GoFundMe link since Marv has to take it off?
Yeah, please do.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from that One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Hey Larry, how's things, broker?
Broker, you made it through, brother.
Got in. Brave broker.
Gotta try.
Yes.
I'm so sorry for everything you guys are going through. I know exactly what it's like.
Yeah, man. Sorry, it happened. But thank you so much for the generosity.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No,
Appreciate that, bro.
like I said, I'm just glad I could do something, that's all.
Yeah. Talk to us, man. Let me hear it.
Right. Well, so in the spirit of things anyway, I have a theory on somewhat of the afterlife in One Piece and how that can help, especially you, Larry, from what you were saying earlier in the call. So I think that, well, if you remember when Vegapunk was talking to the Straw Hats and he mentioned that he knows how much a soul weighs because of an experiment he performed.
Yes.
I think the experiment was Kuma. And that when he realized he was going to have to follow what Saturn had said, he at least tried to save the person he cared about. And that he used Kuma's own power to push Kuma's essence, basically his soul, out of his body before he was fully turned into a cyborg. And that's what was in the vault that Bonnie found. And that when Bonnie went in there, the reason we cut away immediately afterwards and we don't actually find out what happened. We know she opened the door. We know Vegapunk said don't touch. But then it cuts away and we're back in the room with all the Straw Hats, CP0 and York being held captive. I think what happened in that moment was that Bonnie sort of looked through the memories and that what Vegapunk basically said is like a Hail Mary. He said, look, I have no idea if this will work, but it can't hurt. And they put all of Kuma's memories, his soul, into the giant robot that's on Egghead. And that's the reason it wakes up, because it hears the drums of liberation. And I know people thought that it was responding to that to start with, but if that were the case, it would have responded straight away when Luffy first went Gear 5 against 𝘠𝐻𝑖, but it didn't happen then. After that is when Bonnie goes underground, goes into the vault, sees the memories, and that's when it starts responding. We know that Vegapunk knows that it's missing something. Like, it worked once, but he can't figure out how to make it work again. And I think he's gone away from the idea of it being science, and he's gone more to faith. And he's gone, look, I have no idea if this will work, but we can try it. And that's what the giant robot waking up is. And it's responding specifically to the drums of liberation heard by Luffy. But it's going to be a really nice way for Kuma to be able to say goodbye. We know that the technology from that robot is way beyond what Vegapunk can make. And I think that's how they're going to buy time for Bonnie, the Straw Hats, and Vegapunk to escape on the Sunny. That the giant robot's going to do all the heavy lifting and buy time for them to escape.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I want to see the robot do the Nika dance.
Yeah, big giant robot.
I think too, it's kind of like, it's like, what was I going to say? So devil fruits have a will of their own, and it's never been specified if Kuma's is a Zoan or a Paramethea, right? So if it is a Zoan, and it is mythical because it looks like a bear of some sort, then maybe the Kuma that's currently alive with the transformation is actually the devil fruit acting on its own will. So we thought it was Kuma, but instead it's like the devil fruit itself acting. And then if the true essence and soul, like Broker said, is in the robot, it would make sense how not only did Kuma's previous body still live so the devil fruit can stay inside of it, but it would explain why Kuma could be in the robot as well. So there's like, I don't know.
Honestly, that's a very interesting theory, Broker, because I remember I mentioned in the past too about, you know, the drums of revelation, or that beat or melody used to fuel things, and that's the power source too. So it taps into that, and this is where it goes into where I can hear Sebastian saying, "Oh, to be biting," right? Because I'm going into, like, for example,
He do, man.
we all mentioned
Broker, no.
we all saw the Iron Giant, right? And remember, the Iron Giant was like a kind-hearted person.
Yeah.
Kuma. You know what I'm saying? Kuma becomes the Iron Giant in One Piece. That kind-hearted giant trying to, like, save. And also, though, I think it's going to be a little different because Oda, you know, makes his own. You know, the Iron Giant had a connection with this little human. And it was like, I forgot it was a boy or a girl or not.
Boy.
It was a boy. This one, it would be, obviously, Bonnie, his daughter or a little girl. So.
Don't assume her gender, bro. No, but I like the theory.
I do too.
Yeah.
I would like to
It's
see.
possible.
Listen, if it could get the fruit back somehow and start doing like giant, even more giant Unison shocks.
See, the fruit. So the fruit. I think the fruit. Obviously, we know it's still in Kuma's old body. What I think happened with that is we know that Vegapunk was willing to make a deal with Kuma for his body to basically guard the Sunny for 2 years. So we know that was an agreement made, and we know that Saturn obviously didn't know about it because he never would have allowed it to happen. I think the other deal that was made that Saturn doesn't know about is that basically Kuma begged Vegapunk, and he said, look, if Saturn ever comes down to the planet again, because remember Saturn said that he hasn't been there for decades. He said, if he ever comes down again, send my body to attack him no matter what. Give me that one chance. That I know I'll be gone at that point. I'll be long gone, but at least if he comes down, whether it be 50 years, 100 years from now, at least I have one chance to do everything. And I know a lot of people like the idea of Kuma firing all the pain that he's built up over the last 30 years on Saturn, and I think that would work really well as well. If not that, maybe a self-destruct, something like that, something, you know, technological-wise that we know Vegapunk would have installed.
Yeah. It'd be dope, too, if, like, you remember that Terminator scene where, like, the Terminator was melting in the lava, and then, like, it gave the thumbs up? So, like, if Kuma does go out, it's like, thumbs up.
Oh, man.
That would be a dope reference.
Come on, do it now.
Oh man, no, I like the theory a lot, man. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do, because it really explains what's going on with the giant. I don't think we have any great answers for that. I think this is one of them, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So
It just, how does that, I feel like, all right, that theory is really good, right? But like, what about the aspect of the Fishman Revolution and what that robot meant to that? It's like, how do we fix that point?
it did trigger then. How many years ago was that? And maybe the previous.
It was
user of the
200 years
fruit?
ago.
I was just thinking maybe a previous user of that fruit, but that doesn't necessarily tie either. So
Well, we don't know when the Buccaneers were like extinct, I guess, or attacked. What if their family or clan is heavily, supporting Nika? What if they played a melody, like that same melody to awake? Because they dance to it, they know it, which is probably in that book that they always read. What if
well, technically, based off Broker's theory, the melody isn't what triggered it this
Exactly.
time, but it doesn't mean it couldn't be what triggered it last time. So
I have an answer. I have an answer if you want it. If you want it, I've got an answer to why the 400 years ago.
Mhm.
Right. So we know at some point, because it was 400 years ago, the giant robot attacked Mihawk. We also know that at some point in history, Oni existed. Like Kaido and Yamato are meant to be the last ones left. So they existed at some point. I think at some point, along sort of the time where Oz and Oz Jr. were around, I think they tried to have some semblance of immortality by transferring their souls, their essence, into machines. And that's why the giant robot has the big horns and looks like an Oni. And that the Oni were hunted almost to extinction by the celestial dragons because fear of their power, something like that. Again, racism, again, to lend into the fishman thing. We know that the celestial dragons are racist anyway, so why wouldn't they be racist against Oni the same way they are against fishmen? I think that the last person to be able to pilot, for lack of a better term, that giant robot was the last Oni alive that transferred their soul into it, and that the downside to it is that they imagined that transferring their soul into it meant they would live forever, but it doesn't work that way, or at least it didn't work that way for them, that you can transfer your soul into something else, but you will still die. And that's why it suddenly runs out of power when it's on Mihawk, because the person's time was up.
Could be too.
Yeah, maybe.
Interesting.
Maybe. Well, Broker, thank you so much for calling, and thank you again 1,000 times for your generosity today.
500 times.
500 times.
It was my privilege.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
I hope you and the family are holding up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope everything,
Always.
it's going well. Thank you for coming back. The community appreciates you, bro. You know that. I'm pretty sure you've been around the guys in the Discord again.
I have indeed.
Yeah, but listen, man, enjoy your night. Thank you for calling as usual. Everybody, W's in the chat for Broker as always, please, because I know you love when he talks.
Much love. Much love.
Thank you, Broker.
Got 3 Michelin star, man.
All right.
Thank
Take
you,
care,
bro.
guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Thank you, man.
Bye.
Yeah.
It's up to you, man. Yeah, what do you want to do? You want to get one more phone call or what? All right.
Yeah.
Marv says he wants to do 10 more. He says we're not fucking leaving. So let's do one more call.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from that One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Hey Larry, it's me, Tristan Hogan again.
Tristan, what's up, man? Thank you for calling.
I thought I'd take a break from work. I've been just cleaning bathrooms and trash. And I wanted to ask y'all 2 things. First, I didn't really know Shin that well. I wish I could have. He sounds like a great guy. But if y'all could, and if you can't, tell me your favorite memory of Shin. And if you can't, or if you prefer not to, your favorite memory of One Piece. And then my second question is, so there's this guy called Stojdos or Stojdos. He came up with a theory or idea that Kuma's devil fruit might get passed on to one of the One Piece one of the Straw Hats because of some sort of number theory thing that's going on with the rest of the Straw Hats with devil fruits. Who would you think would get the devil fruit if it were to pass on to anyone?
I can go first.
Yeah.
In regards to the Shin question, there's a lot of Shin memories. They asked me in Discord the other day what my favorite one is. I have so many. Two come to mind. I would say one is that call I referenced earlier, where he called ranting about Shanks, and mostly just because of the fallout of what happened almost immediately after that. It's just pure comedy. Him being on the DDT. I don't know if he was our first MVP, but he was one of the earliest ones. Always shirtless, and just all the late night voice chats, man. Me and Shin used to talk till 2, 3 a.m. sometimes, just about anything. I argued with him even just last week or so about whether Kingdom was better than One Piece. This will be the only time I ever say that it is. So
Shanks and One Piece tend to do that to the community.
Yeah, it's true. As far as the Kuma Devil Fruit, I've seen a theory. I don't know if it's the same one, but regarding numbers and the fruit being transferred to a potential Straw Hat or a future Straw Hat. The one I had seen highlighted Vivi as the person that's going to get the fruit, and I think she's the only one that would make enough sense for me, and I like it.
Her and Kuma are very similar.
Yeah, they're kind-hearted. They're royals technically.
Self-sacrificing to a fault.
Yeah.
They're both kind of pacifist, but will resort to violence if needed.
Yeah, so I think Vivi's the only one that I would see the fruit going to. I can't see it happening with like Nami or. I'm trying to think who else doesn't have a fruit, like Usopp or anything like that. So I'd say Vivi. Frankie, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking Frankie. Because
the idea was Usopp might put in his weapon to combat the weird sniper guy on the Blackberry crew, but I think Vivi's a much better choice if she does actually get to rejoin and doesn't get whisked off to wherever, what's his name? Big News Morgan, wherever he's going.
Yeah. I would say my best memory is kind of like the downfall of Kid. Like immediately when Kid got one shot by Shanks. Oh my God.
Such catharsis, huh?
He was like, yo, I ain't even want to talk to you. Like, he was so upset.
But he showed up every time.
And he showed up. He was so upset because he knew I was gonna rip him. Like he couldn't talk without anybody like getting on him about it because he was such a Kid fan. Like it was just so. It was just amazing.
And even after, he'd always be like, "No Kid slander, please." Like, after we see what just happened, no Kid slander.
So Larry, I gotta ask.
What's
Who
up?
do you hate more? Marco, Kid, or Mihawk? Because you always are going through the throat for these guys.
Yeah, I would say it goes in waves. So it's Marco overall, just because of Sebastian. Like he's in my daily life. You know what I'm saying? But currently right now,
glazing him. I know.
Yeah.
I know glaze Marco.
So it's right now it's Mihawk, but for the absurd standards. So I would say Mihawk right now. But it's not Mihawk himself because I like Mihawk. I think it's just his fans.
Like is a
bro.
strong word, bro.
No, I do like
You
him.
don't like Mihawk.
I do. Yo, I like all these characters.
I
just don't like the people that support them. But
Hey,
anyway,
don't hate the fans. Hate the what's it called?
mangaka?
Don't hate the game. Hate the
player.
What's it called?
You butchering this, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
No, it's alright. Yeah, but I would say that's like my favorite memory of Shin, bro. I wish I had more memories. Yeah, I really do.
You good, bro?
Who, me?
Yeah, I hear like.
That was like.
No, I live in. Not to dox myself too hard, but I live like in Virginia, and Richmond's a crazy place at times.
Yeah.
And and there's like 3 different hospitals across like the city.
Yeah.
Like there's the MCV, there's the ones Henrico, and then there's the ones like at Forest Hill. There are hospitals all over the place.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
Nah, that's
you
cool,
good.
bro.
It's fine.
It would have been funny if you were like, I gotta go, they're here. And then you just like hung up. That would have been hilarious, bro. But
I work at a grocery store. It's not unheard of for that to happen.
Stay safe, man.
Yeah.
Stay safe, Tristan.
Tristan, thank you so much.
And have a good night.
Yes, have a wonderful
Rest
night,
in
bro.
peace, Shin, and thank y'all for sharing. I really appreciate y'all doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
God bless, and have a good night.
Yeah, you too, man. All right. I guess we'll leave the remaining time for super chats because we got a couple.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody that's super chatting. As usual, this is going straight to Shin's GoFundMe for his family. And thank you for liking the video if you haven't liked the video yet. Thank you so much. We're just going to read off the rest of the super chats, so the calls have ended. All right?
Yeah. We got 280 from Garbage D Fishman. It says, who had more plot armor, Luffy or Yusuke?
Don't ever disrespect Yusuke.
Hashtag
Don't ever disrespect Yusuke.
R.I.P. Shin.
Don't ever disrespect Yusuke.
Yusuke had plot armor? I don't even remember. Nah, bro. I don't think he had any.
I'm trying to think of any
The biggest
instance.
one is his lineage. But that's not even
Yeah,
plot.
but that came after he thugged it out.
Yeah, seriously. Like he earned his
He
earned it.
I'm going to go Luffy had more plot armor,
Luffy
bro.
definitely. Yeah.
I don't think Luffy's like a huge plot armor guy, but it's there.
I mean, I don't
It is
say it
there.
a lot, but if you had to say the two, it would be Luffy. But I don't say the plot armor thing at all.
A lot of Luffy's is dressed up in his charisma, so it's not really plot armor. It's just like he has his way about him that draws.
plotting, bro.
I mean, I already give you like
It's
when,
there.
when he
He be plotting.
spit out
It's
the
there.
water when Crocodile and it fell directly, like stuff like that. I can
Yo,
say,
I still remember that argument between Lawrence and Sebastian.
Yo, bro.
It was so loud.
Yo, bro. I was right, bro.
Yo,
that was bull, bro.
I remember me and Lionel just used to sit on the couch, and we used to just watch y'all both go at it.
Right.
And I remember telling Lionel one time, I was like, "Yo, if like they start fighting, you get Lawrence and I'll get Sebastian." He was like, "All right." Yo, you remember that?
He shot.
Yo, bro, because they were so
Nah.
angry,
Nah,
bro.
for real though. How could the water fall back directly down like that, bro?
Yo,
No wind, no nothing.
They started bringing like geometry into it and like trigonometry, and I was just like,
bro,
bro,
it was BS.
it
and
was
you
so
know it.
funny.
And Lawrence knew it was BS. He was just on that bull, man. But we got another 10 from Scott. It says, Larry, you previously said Kuma could reach the top of the red line since he sent Nami to Sky Island, which is not true. Witheria is an artificial sky island on a Sabaody-like bubble.
Wait, isn't that the same thing?
I'm pretty sure Weather is like higher than Mary Jo's. Right?
Couldn't tell you. Personally, I couldn't tell you.
I mean, regardless, if he's been there, then that means he could probably just shoot you there.
Thank you, Scott. That was Scott's first super chat.
Thank you, Scott.
Appreciate it. We got another subscription to Shichibukai status from JD Cervantes. Thank you for becoming a warlord. Enjoy all the emojis.
Yes,
Come with
thank
that.
you, bro.
We got another $49.99, aka 50 from Crobbed that says, happy to catch another live, but absolutely devastated to hear about Shin. You guys have done an amazing thing in bringing this community together. I'm blessed to be a part of it, and Shin will live on through all of us. Thank you so much, Crobbed.
Appreciate that.
Or Crobed. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's probably Crobbed. We got another 10 from Jimbei Goody. It says, shirts off for Shin. Hashtag DDT goes.
Sebastian, leave your shirt on.
I'm gonna leave it on. Yeah, I ain't ready for all that.
Leave your shirt on.
But thank you. I love that as a hashtag, honestly. And that was your first super chat, so thank you for being here with us, Jimbei.
Yes, thank you.
And we got another 10 from Trev. It says, y'all are truly amazing and caring people. But Larry, you was wilding tonight. With some laughing emojis. It says, this is an amazing community. Thank you, Trev.
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, so guys, that's all the super chats. As always, I just want to say thank you for being here. Before you make your exit, please like the video to support us. Money is not always needed, as I've said plenty of times. To everybody that's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, thank you again for always being here. Thank you to our community for being so caring, loving, and signifying how positive things could be, especially in times of adversity, right? That's basically what that's how you build up your hockey. And we do that as a community. So thank you. To everybody that's super chatted and donated, big ups to you guys. I know you guys do it all the time anyway, but I can never be more appreciative of it, but we are especially of it today. So thank you so much. It's truly an honor to host these episodes with not only my brothers, but the community that we built now, because I don't think we've ever thought it would come to this.
Yeah.
Like ever. And, I was telling Sebastian through Shin's passing was that, when you build a community and you start to get to know people you've never met before, you start to care about them. So it's tough, but thank you anyway, right? So my name is Larry.
Lawrence. Lionel. Sam.
And this is that One Piece Talk. Jana!
Read Kingdom.